Hello and welcome back. And as you can tell, we are not in our survival world because today we're going to be building some houses because as you can tell out of my survival worlds, my building could use a little help. So I'm going to share the tips that I have for a uh, beginner type building stuff because I think I'm okay, but I'm not like amazing. So we're going to build two houses today. One, I'm going to make a big wooden mansion, kind of. Obviously, I'm not really good at big building, but and then I'm going to make like a small, more mystical cottage. So, first, what helps is like if you're not very good at building, which I'm not, so these are like beginner tips and stuff. Uh, for a big house kind of wooden thing, I like to kind of just lay out a big shape and you can just put it in. Ah, great, thanks for the rain. And you can really just, how many is that? That's six, that's good. You can really just do any shape you want. I like to just build big shape and then, is that even? I think I made it one too big. I'm gonna clear that. If I can type. Alright. I like to just build a big shape and then you like kind of just add variation to it. And I like to keep it semi-square, but then I like to add logs on the corner just to, change it up a little bit. Helps it look a little better. But really you just add some bunch of random shapes and hope it goes well. Just a little variation just here and there just to mix it around. I like to keep my stuff semi even just to so the windows and stuff will line up just to make it look better so you're not working with more awkward angles. So I like to have four on each side, or I guess that's three, huh? Three on each side of this. So line it up with that. That's not lined up there, just to keep it easy. So basically, I'm just trying to get better at building because my building isn't too great. If you haven't checked out my survival series, you should, and you could tell that I'm not the best. But basically, I like to keep them kind of square. You just add random variations and stuff to it, and then you just build up your walls, and I mean, it looks okay, but so I'm gonna build up my walls, and we'll see how that looks after we get our walls built up a little bit. All right, now that we got our walls about 6 high, I mean, it's looking kind of. Oh, I missed a block here. I mean, it's looking kind of bland and dull right now, but once you add like windows and your roofing and stuff, and then you can like add bushes and plants outside, it helps it look a lot better. So you could just leave it one floor if you want, and obviously you can make it shorter, taller, whatever. But I usually like to make these too high. But I'm going to. I usually build just all the variations just all the way top, but I'm gonna build the front. This is gonna be our front door right here. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna make a just a pointed roof right here in the front, and then also this side right here. I'm not gonna build all the way up, just to give it the roof a little bit more variation, give it a little more height difference in the roofs, just to mix it up a little bit, and then we'll add windows and our roof and stuff and see how it looks. So I'll get the rest of the walls done, and then we'll do all that. All right, I went ahead and finished the second floor and went ahead and just did the roof, and it looks better with everything, but I still have windows and stuff to add. And I mean, I hope you guys weren't expecting it like some super mega build because this is obviously for people who are not good at building and just getting trying to get a little better. But I think it looks pretty good. It has some nice shape to it. Little cubbies, just a little bit extra. little short thing, just to give a little bit variation, but that isn't. And then we will add doors, and I'm not gonna do the inside of this house because I'll leave that up to you guys to. But and obviously you can do this house, this type of house, however you want. I mean, like with whatever block palette you want. I mean, cobblestone looks good with like a spruce or something. Honestly, this is just like a basic thing, just to just kind of help it out, just to give it a look at everything. But you just add windows to everything, and obviously you can like add a chimney to the top, and maybe get like a lantern to hang from here. Oh, that's not a centered block. I completely forgot about that. Well, I guess I won't be doing that. That is double. And I went ahead and add like a log around the middle just to add a little bit more in. But I would say if you want, you could do a one door center so you can hang a light. That would make the front look a lot better. We could add like a little. That doesn't look very good. But you can do whatever you want with the front because I'm not the best detailer either. But I mean, I like to say I'm not terrible, especially with smaller spaces and all. I'll do a little bit more detailing. That is not even, but that's okay. I'll do a little bit more detailing with uh, that smaller house we're gonna make in a little bit. There we go. We got some windows all around, and obviously you can do your windows however they want. Don't have to look like this, and then you can just come around, kind of hang some lanterns, and then you can use some. That's not what I was leaves. Doesn't matter what type of leaves, but you can just come around, kind of add some bushes in some areas. Just to give that side a little bit more, stack them up in the corners a little bit maybe. Just give the house a little bit. Or you can like get some, yeah, now I can use some grass and then get yourself some trapdoors and some random flowers, and then you can make little flower beds. That is not in the right spot. Make some little flower beds right in front of your windows. Just to give that little, oh, that's not the right thing. Just give a little extra. And something I like to do is, for like up high windows, is get yourself a pot and some chains, and you can hang flowers right in front of some of your windows. I mean, might honestly just put, whoops, might honestly just put one in the middle so it doesn't block the windows, but so just give a little bit more to the top. You could hang them off the corners or whatever. Obviously with the chimney it could help look better. Let's add that. I'm not gonna do the inside, so, but chimney we'll just put randomly like right here, I guess. Just make this a cobblestone chimney. Something like that works. Yeah, I mean it doesn't look too bad and for a house. And obvious, I'm not gonna do a ton of detailing, but this is just kind of like a base shape for beginner builders, you know. But basically that's what you can do. Just kind of detail stuff. Add just like some flower pots, and you can use like some more stairs. I guess I can just grab some of these, put them under windows like that, and then put a flower, or you can just put a lantern to put some more light. I say just give a different little thing, or if you want, you could do more grass and then put more trapdoors around it. Just some random stuff, and you can like, if you want, you could put patches of like a different type. I mean, it might not look good with this. That's a little bright. but you can like mix in different woods and stuff just to like give it looks like a little bit more wear and stuff. It's like just a little bit darker, but it'd look a lot better if you do more. But obviously, I'm not gonna do that. But I say that's not too bad because obviously this is just kind of getting started on our building journey. But I mean, not too this side is a little rough, but just because that's so empty, but it doesn't look too bad. I think it looks pretty good. So we'll get started on our second house, which is like gonna be a little mystical cottage type thing. So I'll get our blocks for that and set that up. All right. So this one I'm gonna put on a little cobblestone base. So this is gonna be a smaller house, but I'm gonna do more inside on this just to like give it a little look on what an inside. So we're gonna build us a little base, and I have some other cobblestone, and I got mossy cobblestone and some stone bricks that we might mix in. But for now, we'll get our base. All right. So once you get your base done, you can grab some other blocks and just kind of mix it in, just to give it a little bit more aged type look to it. Makes it look a little bit better. Then I need to find our center. So these two blocks are our center. That is not what I wanted. Get us some stairs up, and actually, you could get some bars. Kind of, in case you want to build under the house, you can kind of put a little windows down to the, I guess what you would call the basement, but and then we are going to put this. Get us some more support. I just really like making corners out of logs just to give it a little more. But the walls are going to be out of calcite, and they're also not going to be even with the walls. I'm going to move them one in just to give the house a little bit more depth to it. So we're going to get our walls up and our roof on and see how that looks. All right, we got our outside finished. I went ahead and decorated the outside just with some leaves and stuff and added just a little bit. I didn't do the sides. I did put a little bit of like colorful windows, but I didn't really do the back or anything. I just did our front. Just made it look kind of nice. Got a different roof, kind of got it slanted in with little things on the side because it's kind of like supposed to be a little mystical hut, but we're focusing on the inside. And first, we're going to need some light. And I have an idea to kind of make like a crystal research thing. Like he just like this guy's researching crystals, and so he has a big old crystal right in the middle of his room, and as a chandelier, kind of add some of these frog lights to just to give give it a little bit of light, and then kind of sprinkle some of these on. I mean, it don't look too bad, but I mean, it's not great, obviously. Just kind of like a chandelier just kind of hanging off the roof. And then over here, we'll put a little, this house is more just decorating the inside. We'll put like a little, kind of like a research station looking type thing. Let's get some counters. And we can use the new shelf block, which I really like. I enjoy the shelf block, and then we can throw some of these amethysts in there, scattered around like you found some of these. And the new bookshelf, which is I also really think looks cool. We can throw some of those above. Kind of spam some books in, like he's researching them. Got some research written down in it. And then you can, let's add some more. You can add like some flower pots or something just in here just to, let's grab some. That's a dead bush. Might not be able to get that with that there. Let's just add some blue ones just because why not? Just to give it a little bit more. That don't look too bad. Just to start things up a little bit. And over here we can put like a kitchen. And we can put like a kind of a loft. This can be where our bed goes. We'll just put a ladder up to it from that corner. Get some fence so you don't fall off while you're sleeping. Got a nice bed up here. We'll put a double bed. And then you can have this ladder going down to like a basement thing, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do this over here. We could go for like a birch countertop. Kind of a little island thing going right there. You could put a cake, or that is not how you spell golden. We'll put a golden apple kind of like on a plate like it's a cutting board. Get a cauldron as a sink, or we could put our sink over there. Get us some smokers over here. There you go. Let's fill our sink with some water. Just because why not? There we go. We do need some more light. I'm going to get another lantern over here. And I think I could just toss it right there in that corner. Kind of might need a little bit more light, actually. Let's get us a little table. We'll just do this out of spruce. Little table right here. And we can add a jukebox to listen to music while we research and stuff. And some paintings might look good, actually. Hopefully this is just random. Kind of haven't. What if that one's? Ooh, that one's actually good. It's like research, kind of like it. Okay, might move it over to like right here. There we go. Well, it goes good because it's like we're researching. It's just like a fossil picture. I kind of might add another light, or actually, wait. What if instead of putting it there, we put it right above our. Move it back one, so it's not right on the edge. It looks a little weird. They're kind of like right in the middle. Then it gets over a little bit more. And then we can get a side table, crafting table up here, and put a lantern on top of that. And we got ourselves a little mystical cottage looking guy. And you can add more windows to the back and stuff, but I would say I like the way this looks. It's kind of, and then you could add some of these. What is it called? Azalea guys. Out here to the front. That is not what I was going for. And also, let me grab some of this. Add a path mixed between some of this. Kind of like a little mystical path leading up because it got some gems in it. Maybe add some of these trees off to the side a little bit. You could probably could have backed them up a little bit, but oh well, that looks good. I think this is a pretty solid interior to our house. I think we're probably good there, and you could also add like a chimney like that if you want, but Those trees are kind of in the way, but oh well. You saw the house before. Those trees are in the way, but obviously you can back them up so you can see the front more. But that'll do it for our two houses. We got more of a bigger wooden house looking thing and more of a mystic cottage. I mean, it's just about as tall, but it's smaller and it kind of got a little bit of a magical vibe with it with the crystals inside and looks all cool. But if you like the video, tell me. So if you want to see more of these, like, and help watch Get Better at Building with me, because this is why I'm doing this, so I can get better at building and give you tips as I learn. So comment what you think I could do better and more tips, and if you want to keep me to do some more of these. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Goodbye!